Good morning, y'all. It's a little bit chilly here at Higher Grounds this morning. We are full into fall here in Alabama, and our mornings are getting a bit cool. Got my jacket on. It's gonna warm up. Got to wear some layers this time of year because it's cool these mornings, but we will get warmed up midday and we'll be sweating. It'll be 80 degrees again, and I don't really know what the temperature is this morning, but it's got a chill in the air. So today we are going on a little field trip. So right now we're here at our farm, but we are going to be going to another local farm, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. They do all kinds of stuff. They do their own, they raise pork and chicken and beef. I think they do rabbits, like meat rabbits, and they have honeybees. So I'm interested I want to go get some local honey and maybe pick up another few things, but they are doing a tour of their farm today to let all of their customers who are able to come out see pretty much farm to table how their meat, how their products are being raised on their farm, what you're getting. You're actually getting to go out into their pastures and see, and they're going to have their farm store open. So you can go through and you can purchase all of this. Now this will be our first time to go and see. So I'm excited. So y'all come along with us. And today we're going to visit Earnest Roots Farm. So y'all come with us and let's go check their place out.
You could just put it out in the ledge and we will be fine. We might have to.
This is the brooder. We call it mobile brooder. And we're able to brood 250 chickens at one time. And the reason why we built this mobile is so we can pull it from the house over here. And everything we build around the farm, we have 3 design criteria. We want it to be mobile, where we can move it to anywhere on the property we need it, or land we may own or lease elsewhere. Our entire business is built on this. We was able to move pretty much everything to here that we built with these 3 design criteria. So mobile, modular, whenever we scale it, we can build multiple of them so we can scale up and down to meet demand. And then versatility. Everything we do, we want it to serve more than one purpose. And everything you see will be those 3 design criteria. So this is a chicken brooder. It can be used for turkeys, any kind of poultry. And what we do is we brood them at the house for 2 weeks, and then we bring them out on pasture. And when we get out on pasture, we pull this up to the shelter, and we'll see it in a little bit. It's right over there. And we pull up to it and stick this piece of metal. This is the slide. We stick it in the door, and I get in there and catch chickens, and the kids, hand them to kids, and they do the chicken slide and slide the chickens down there into the shelter. So the reason for that, it reduces stress on our backs because we're getting white in our beard. I'm getting white in my beard, it's getting old. The chickens don't have to go in a crate, stresses them out, injury. So that helps a lot with that, and the kids enjoy it. Just slide them down, slide. And so we put them out on pasture, and then when we get ready to clean it out, that's what this is here right now. This is our composting area. We mix everything up, where we get wood chips, cow manure, topsoil, we mix everything up. The processing, the guts and the blood and the feathers, all that, is composted here. So this is here to unload the litter that's in it. And I built it with a hole in the bottom. So I'll pull that hatch and I push it out the hole. No back labor, no shoveling out in a wheelbarrow, which we used to do. So everything about this is built on efficiency. And,
Did you design it?
Was that?
Did you design that?
Who knows Polyface Farms? Joe Solican.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we went toward their farm back in 2017, 2018 in Virginia, changed our. We were reading up on him, watching videos before that, but completely flipped our idea of the farming. He's revolutionary in the health food movement, regenerative agriculture. This is off his design book. I designed the trailer. This is where I broke my foot. That's annoying, calf. We're getting rid of it soon. He got in there and got in the chicken feed. That is Chlora's calf, our milk cow, our sole milk cow. She's old. She's like 8 or 9 years old. And that's our calf. We're about to get another calf to put on her because he's getting too big.
She heard you say her name.
Chlora?
Yeah. She was eating and you said her name and she turned around and looked up. And
She is the best milk cow. You call her. She knows the routine. We calf share, so if we want to go on vacation, just leave the calf on.
Yes. What's her name?
Chlora? Chlora June.
Oh, I thought that was Chloe.
We got her when she was 3 weeks old. Bottle fed her. I think she's 7 or 8 now. We built this to scale up our food production. We want to be able to have a farm store here. That door with the 2 windows will be where you'll enter one day to the farm store. And the biggest thing this was built for is, I mentioned we're big into pastured poultry, scaling up that. Small scale indoor poultry processing facility will be on that side over there. And our intention, maybe one day where we can process birds in the public, if we go that route, maybe go USDA. There's no small scale USDA poultry processor in our state. Anybody who does what we do, either you gotta do it yourself, or you go out of state, if you want to sell to the public. Or if you don't want to do the processing yourself, you gotta go out of state to the USDA. We're under USDA exemption, we can sell, it's our birds, we process them, we sell them in our state only. We're hoping to one day do a processing area over there. However, we've kind of evolved. It might be a milking parlor. That's working over there. Or milking parlor might be on the other side of the wall. Don't know. We're still trying to figure out things. But finances wise, we had to mix it. We've been hemorrhaging the farm and our personal. I'm still looking for a long lost rich uncle. So Kylie's parents were commercial calf producers. She's third generation. The family farm goes all the way up to there I mentioned a while ago. What we operate our operation on is you follow this fence line right here. Look to where the cows and sheep are. You see that wooden post? Go down by that way. So we got 9 acres that we operate Earnest Roots on. And this is where we do all of our genetic stuff. Kylie's dad's still the commercial calf operator. All of our cows come from him. So you might see the herd on the mountain. They're over there. His herd's over there. So whenever his calves get ready to wean, or they hit the ground, we decide which ones we want. Put a different tag in their ear. They don't get nothing on our farm. We sell antibiotics, hormones, nothing. We don't sell it. But after about 6-7 months old, they go into our operation, and we take them to a farm where we used to live. I'm talking to somebody where I used to live. Yeah, okay. Over in Greensport Marina, we used to live over there. We got still lease land over there. They go over there for a little while, then they come back here. And this is where we start rotating them through, and they go into the grass fed. And right now we only got 4 over here. So the 3 black ones are going in November, and the brown one I think in December, and that's it for this year. Everything for next year is at the land lease, so they'll be coming over here in the winter. Chickens. This is our layers. He got in there and ate their feed that Kylie put out this morning, so we got to refeed them.
That's what the goose is telling you.
Yeah, that's the guard goose.
That's your alarm system, right?
Yes, we lose chickens to hawks. and
Yes.
eagles.
Yes.
We got that. And have very, as that has seen decrease in hens.
Yes.
Good goose. There's a turkey running in there too somewhere. But this is a layer operation. That thing is old. I need to build a new one. It's their mobile coop. We drag in. It's a hoop house. Same concept as that one over there. We'll go over there and talk about it in a minute. But we have, I think, 60, 70 layers. And we're, right now, our son Justice, he's about to be 8 in January. We're about to hand this over to him. His thing. We'll move the shelter, of course, but he handles water, handles feeding them, anything that sells. That's going to be his operation. So
That's a good alarm system.
So this right here, anybody guess what this is? We call it the mobile sheep pen.
Oh,
It's
that's
versatile. We can use it for if we have a bottle calf, quarantine hen, any kind of four-legged animal, pigs. Kids want to work out their differences, the rest would wean them. But this is a mobile sheep pen. The intention of it was whenever we were breeding sheep, we would have feeder lambs. When we weaned them, they were Houdinis. They got out of nets, they got out of those little, that's some of our original chicken tractors over there. We put them in there for a little while and moved them. They busted through those. So I got an idea off a Justin Rhodes show. If you know, anybody knows Justin Rhodes. Look them up on YouTube. It's all about homesteading stuff. But they built one. I liked it, so I built this to put the sheep in when we wean them, and then when we need to separate a ram, and we just push it, let their shade, and then the water, all of it contained. And it works really great. Doesn't really do good. It's hard to push when the grass gets thick or you're on uneven ground. But that's our sheep pen. And we can take it down, move it anywhere we need it to. So it's been working really great. It's grass fed. Chickens and pigs, they have to have grain in their diet. But ruminant animals, they can be grass fed. This right here is hot. We do intensive pasture rotation. So we have our perimeter fence, which is solid. Then we have our semi-permanent fences, which are these. We up and decide to change how we do things. We can easily take this down and move it. But so far it's been working. But we kind of follow the contour of the line. There's a lot of the land. There's like terraces. We got semi-permanent there, semi-permanent here. We've been doing our dairy from here back. Our beef and sheep over there. But I think we're back out to start mixing them up. And then how we make our paddocks, we make those by how many animals we have, how the grass is growing. We can make that how big we want to, ever we want to, using the poly reels. This is a lane right here. It's pretty much kind of stays here, but we can take it down if we need to. But you see all those white posts, all scattered through there. That's our paddocks where we take the poly reels. Cows and sheep are up on the hill, and we usually do like 2 paddocks up there, maybe 3. You see the thing with the green roof? That is the mobile sheep shelter. If you look around, there's no trees. And animals, they need shade, they don't necessarily need shelter. We couldn't wait for a tree to grow, so I built one. And so wherever they go, there's no trees, we haul that. And it's like, it expands out, and we can go down the road with it. I made it where it tracks. What's that word? Extracts? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we were starting to plant fruit trees, maybe one day, add some shade so we don't have to pull that around everywhere. And we're trying to follow the contours of the land with trees. And maybe one day have a U-pick if they grow. The sheep though, you see all these cattle panels around? That's because the sheep got in what I originally did and ate them all down. I had berry bushes, gooseberries, blueberries, all kinds of stuff. And they killed a couple of trees. This one day, they all got in there and just destroyed them all. So we got cattle panels around, so maybe they'll help.
I noticed that your chickens' legs are a lot bigger than the ones.
Because I get to work them. They got room to move, make them meatier. So this is stage 2 on pasture. So we bring the brooder, you looked at it a while ago, stick that slide into this door and slide them in. We built this last year and it hosts 250 birds, the same number as our brooder. The shelters we used to use are the John Scovic style tractors. It's this style right here. That's over there. They're in the graveyard. We used them for 6, 7 years, and we did 30 birds in each one, so around 100 birds at a time, 250 at a time, so increased scalability. This shelter design, which is right here, we got from a farm in Florida, Pasture Life Farms. We went toward their farm. They're members of Apple as well. And he built this design, the hoop. It's 24 foot long by I think 12 foot. You know, his is 14 foot. I had to do 12 foot because our gates were 14 foot. And then my design, I built it flexible, so it's rigid. It's rigid in the X and Y axis, but flexes in the Z. Reason being, we're on terrain that's hilly. So it's a built-in 8-foot section where it has a little bit of flex as we go over terraces, reduce the holes chickens get out of. And then all of our feeders are mounted up and waters are mounted up. Nothing's on the ground where we have to go in and lift it, move it, like we had to do with those over there. Game changer. This whole thing is. And then if it gets windy, we got sides we can drop down. And what we do is, when they're younger, we move them once a day. As they get older, they'll probably go twice a day. Wow. And if you can look, we call it the chicken shift. They've been rotating here all the way around this fence, the semi-permanent fence. If you look how the grass is green, if you had a drone, you could see it. You can see it real good. Aerial view. The grass is so much lush and greener. But if you look over there, where the chickens have not been, look how brown it is. We haven't had rain in a while. Mm-hmm. Lush and green. This is improving the soil, which is our main goal. Most farmers you hear say we're grass farmers. Take it a step further. We look at the soil. The soil farmers do what we can to improve the soil, and that helps build stronger roots. You can last in a drought for so long, much longer. Anybody guess what the mailbox is? Oh, goats. Sheep and deer. Goats. Grass-fed beef, and then the feeder lambs.
Did y'all ever shear them?
These are hair sheep.
Oh,
so we don't have to shear them.
Okay.
Yeah. So wool sheep is the ones you got to shear. These they shed on their own. You might see some of their fur on the ground. I just saw that hair.
Darker colored one looked like it was losing some of it.
Mm-hmm. Now they'll the first year you see the one with the butt to us. It's kind of woolly looking. That's first year. Next year it'll be less.
Okay.
Y'all locals, come check out Earnest Roots Farm.
I traded that crappy road for a good work road. I missed over there drive.
like naturally raised instead of raised on
I mean, I would feel like that would make a big difference. Yeah, that's what we do it. If it wasn't seasoned.
It wasn't. It was just a control, right? And that's I didn't expect.
All the things he's talking about started in 1979. Brittany was born in 1980. Oh, 1990s when my daughter. So it was like all this vaccine things you're demanding everybody has, the food crisis and everything.
All right, y'all. I also wanted to show you today the mobile chicken coop. As you can see, we finally got our Premier One electric poultry netting delivered, and we just installed this yesterday. So everything you know for this, it's a mobile coop. I want to make whatever fencing that we've got to be movable with that, because we're going to move it around our yard, move it around the property. So up until yesterday, our chickens and our goose, our guard goose, they have been free ranging, which has been great. It's been like an Easter egg hunt though. Some days they'll lay in the nest box, but then some of them would start laying eggs in the front yard, under the bushes, and the landscaping. We have a carport. They've been laying, in the gravel, making a nest in there under the carport. And with that goes making a lot of mess. They try to come in our garage. I accidentally closed the garage one day. My kids were here, so thankfully it wasn't all day. Locked a chicken in there. I didn't see it. So we had a mess from that chicken using the bathroom, all in the garage. They come out. Again, they're nesting in the landscape in the front. That mulch, they're scratching, they're doing what chickens do. And, that's great, but those are not areas that I want them in. And I don't want them in my garden. So, we've gotten our electric netting and put up. And so far, it's been great. But if y'all hear the wind, one thing I need to work on today is this door on this chicken coop. It's not staying open. It'll close, the wind will knock it. And so if y'all can see behind me, we're going to turn this netting off. We're going to go in here. And I've ran to the hardware store in our little town, and they gave me something that I think will work. I want to keep this door open. So I'm going to come bring you closer. Let's go see what I'm talking about. I know, Goose, I know. Oh, it's getting windy. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. All right, so I know, Goose does not like me being in here. I've propped it open with this shovel because it's just flimsy. And y'all can see, well, let's not, okay. There's no chickens over there. All right, so what I want to do is I want to have it to where that will attach in there. That is what I want to do. So, let's see. Whoop! See, that wind's going to get you. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see if we can get this. I don't know what they're called. I don't know. I bought some hardware. Let's see if we can, I mean, look. See how it's just blowing? Y'all hear the wind? I don't know. But it'll blow that door closed. And if there's any chickens inside, they're stuck. And if the ones outside, they can't get in. So their food, their water is outside. The nesting box is inside. So I just want to have this. I've been out here numerous times already today. And it just depends on where this is located on our property to where. Goose is not happy. Wants everybody to know, hey, be careful. It just depends on where this is located on our property to where the wind catches it and will close it. So I'm going to see if we can get this done and situated in that way. This door won't close shut. So let's get to work. Okay. One thing I forgot is a marker. I'll be right back. I got my marker. Let's try this again. Okay, so I kind of know that I want it right there. Right. Let's see. Yep, that's gonna be pretty good right there. I know, Goose. Mark my holes. And now I know where I'm going to drill. Okay. So. Okay. If I can do it like this, though. No, chicken. Saw that shiny. Okay, let's bring y'all in. Yay! And there we go. I've got that fixed. And that way, when I want to close this, let's see here. That way when I want to close it, I can just unlatch it. I can just unlatch this and close it back. There we go, close it. There we go. That way when they're ready for bed, and I can open it. See? Say hello. Hello. Well, I need it on this side. Let's flip you around. And perfect. All right. Now, that's perfect. Good. And that's not going to go anywhere. Hopefully. All right. Well, I'm glad to have that done. No more coming out, hopefully, and having to prop the door open. Well, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed tagging along with me today as we went and visited Earnest Roots Farm. We got to meet Josh and Kylie. They are the owners of Earnest Roots, and they are literally, 5-7 minutes away from us here at Higher Grounds. And that was awesome, getting to tour their farm, getting to see how they're raising their animals, how they are feeding the community. If you're local to our area, y'all go check them out. They have their own farm page. They're on Facebook. They're on YouTube. You can purchase online and pick up. They have drop-offs in town here as well as a neighboring town. So you've got all kinds of ways to go and pick up their meats and their products and purchase from them and support somebody local. And that was just really good getting to see them. So I didn't do a little interview or nothing with them. They've got all kinds of customers and clients out there today, and I didn't want to take up too much of their time. I asked Josh if it was okay if, I videoed and posted this on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel. He said, yes, that was fine. So, these are some clips. I didn't start at the very, very beginning of our tour where they had outside of their farm store where they have everything set up to do their chicken processing center. But hey, like I said, if y'all ever need any help processing chickens, y'all just let me know and I'll be there. I've done it once, so it's, I would like to know more about, the separating into the different sections and all, because we left, at that time, we just left the birds whole, so when I did it last. But yeah, so thank y'all for hanging out with me today and seeing, our little farm here at Higher Grounds and going with me and touring another local farm. So y'all, if you like these videos, if this is something that interests you, please hit that like button. That's just, one way to support us here on our farm. And subscribe. See what we've got coming up. I can tell you there's some exciting changes happening, so that'll be in a future video. So y'all, we'll see y'all on the next one.